There's Embiid, then there's Buckets, and it's Wright in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Walker out there with Williams, and it's Holmgren in at the 5. You know, Greg, I can't believe it. Thanksgiving Day is tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your wonderful family, Greg, and to those of you at home as well enjoying this on 2K Sports.
Well, thank you, Kevin. And just an exciting time of year. When Thanksgiving rolls around, you know the season is officially afloat. And these guys love playing around the holidays.
Now, here's Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Right outside. Pass to Buckets. And a wide open look for Lee. Misses the chippy right there.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Walker.
That's good from Walker. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now, Wright. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Good D by Embiid. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Miami. Now here's Wright. His last outing, he had 24 points. Passes it to Bryan. Plenty of space. And they pick up 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here now the Thunder after the Bulls pick up 2. It's Dort on the wing. And Embiid with the block.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Stolen by Walker. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Buckets. 23 points his last outing. Here's the pass to Wright. And the dunk by Wright.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And here we are watching Jalen Williams. Brent, there's a certain calm to his game, isn't there?
Yeah, he's comfortable because he really can do a lot of things on the floor, so there's nothing that's going to really shut him down. It's very hard to speed this guy up. He gets an opportunity to play at his pace. That's a gift.
Bulls trail by 3. There's Lee with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
That ties it up. Buckets got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. As you look at the kid, always dangerous on the court, he leads the league. And, of course, Little General.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
Williams passes to Walker. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Bryant. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
Kicks to right. Pass to Buckets. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Hits the three-point bomb.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
On the wing, Lee, guarded by Walker, fires for 3. Shots good by Buckets. Buckets got 11.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
From deep three-point land, Walker with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
And Wright kicks to Embiid. Lee outside. Here's Bryan. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 3. Floats it up for Walker. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass to Bryan with the shot. And again, Chicago, no good. Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Williams.
One drops. He ties it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Wright dishes to Lee. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Knocked away. Here's Bryan. The long distance three is buried. Bucket's got 14 points for the game.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
About the agility of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, able to get around that inside contact.
Pass to Bryan. The three. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Dort kicks to Walker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss. Lee passes to Bryan. Dort grabs the miss. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Portland. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Takes the 13-footer. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one, good. 16 points for buckets.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. For the Thunder, Higgins is checked in for Walker. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. Chicago also making some changes. Money's checked in for the Kid. And it's Dosunmu in for Lee. Here's Wright. Got a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. And there's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. Williams has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 2.
And how can you not love the game of SGA? I mean, a young guard who continues to get better.
Yeah, Greg, all the reports you get out of OKC is that this kid is a worker, and he has turned himself into an all-star with that kind of work ethic.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Williams can't hit.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Dishes it to Wallace. Buckets with the rebound. Buckets got 4 rebounds now tonight.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
He lobs it up, and Wallace slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here's Wright. He has 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Count it. And that's 10 points for Williams.
Seems like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Money. Goes back up. And Embiid finishes inside.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Oklahoma City shooting it very well as they shake off the rust here early. 54% from the field. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good that time. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
What a save by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just outworking the defense for a second look.
Right for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And that concludes a back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in. And that's where they've been very effective tonight.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Wright, and Embiid is out there with the kid. Then there's Lights Out, and it's Bryant with the 2. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Well, interviewing former players, they say what they miss most is the camaraderie. What about you, Brent?
I would say, Kevin, right behind the camaraderie is another C word, the competition. And there's no doubt that there's only a few ways that you could ever feed that. Playing at the highest level, being a member of the National Basketball Association, that's something special.
Chicago making some changes. Money's checked in for Joel Embiid. Dosunmu comes in for buckets. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Wright. Wallace. And a miss there on the triple. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Now, here's Ball. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Dosunmu. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the OKC Thunder is still building, but is it fast enough for their all-star guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? SGA says, I think we're going to be a really good team a lot sooner than people think. So it's pretty easy for me to be patient. I see the growth every day, and I'm super excited about it. Kevin?
And we see it too. Hey, David, thank you.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Ball dishes to Lee. Pass to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 5. There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. To the paint. Out to Wallace. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Won't it up for Walker. A putback.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Ball against Wallace. Lee outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Once again, fans, let's make some noise for your Thunder Girls Dance Team.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
Dance Team.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Wallace looking for an opening. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Caruso with the ball. Still yet to score. He kicks to Holmgren. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holmgren's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Here's Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Wallace against Ball. They get a hand on it. Lee with the steal. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. Holmgren against Ball to the left side wing. Money passes the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. From downtown. And he's good on the 3 ball. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Thunder with the rebound. Walker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Kept alive. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Down low. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Lee. Averaging 36, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Now here's Lee. Shoots over Walker. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Wallace, the pass to Walker. Fade away. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. He gets it in there. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter. Bulls trail by 3. Cloak loose. Dosunmu, the pass to Lee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Chicago.
And both free throws good for Lee. Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Good work there as it goes. And the Thunder lead by 3. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here we look at Hartenstein. He can do a little bit of everything for you.
Hartenstein, probably the biggest skill he has that I see often is the playmaking ability. So he'll rebound and be physical, but all of a sudden sneak a pass in there with a great assist.
Here's Wallace. The Bulls getting the bucket. Over Lee. And Lee pulls it down. For Chicago, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dortz checked in. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. Number 1, the Thunder.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Wallace. And Chicago also making a switch. Buckets, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort, takes the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Bryant. And he drops it in from the low post. Bucket's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Walker surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Bulls also changing it up. Joel Embiid comes in for money, and it's right in for Dosunmu. Right inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Right side to Walker. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
Impressive make by SGA. Not fazed by that defender.
Right, the pass to Bryant. Shoots. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Williams has got 12.
And that's a lesson for the B. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Physical play by Embiid inside.
Assisted by
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Walker against Lee. Passes it to Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Bucket's got 23.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
2 minutes.
He with the block.
2 minutes.
Puts up a deep 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ball's knocked loose. Lee with the steal. From deep. Buckets can't hit. The Thunder with the lead. Williams looking over the floor. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Williams dishes to Walker. Lee with the block, and he recovers it. On the wing, Lee over Walker. No good from Lee.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lee gets the bucket. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And it goes down 2 points. Dort's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the pass to Lee. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the high post. And that one, good. Lee's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lee with the block. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. number 2 standing by.
58.
Hey, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team.
And that should do it with the second half about to be.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Williams is out there with Walker. And it's Holmgren in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Here's Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Walker. Averaging about 31 points, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Pass to Buckets. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Lee with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Wright against Walker. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Wright.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. Oklahoma City trailer. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Lee with the steal. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Walker the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Inside, here's Embiid. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 6. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Walker. That one goes. Count it. And that's 17 points for Walker.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Lee. Rejected by Walker. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 1-point game. Goes up to the stripe. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Wright looking around. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Launches a 3. To the wing right side. Embiid wide open. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Dort. To the inside, Holmgren. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Bulls. The kid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, Chicago again turning it over. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Bulls 3rd.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him? He's going to try to bully you.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Greg, isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level score, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he's a guy who would rather pass the ball off than take a bad shot. Completely unselfish. Unbelievable. I love the way he plays. Lock at 6. They get it back. And a touch by Embiid. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the look at the Thunder. Off to a great start this season, currently in 2nd.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it can steamroll through the season.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for George. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Lee. Counted. Bulls trail by 3. And here is Wright. He's got 8. The pass to Bryan for the tie. Good on the triple. Bucket's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Takes it off the glass. And that's 10 points for Little General.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Lee finds Wright. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Now here's Caruso. He's covered closely. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Walker. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right, the pass to Dosunmu. Another one falls for Chicago.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now right defender. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Wright. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Shot's good by Walker.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Chicago. They trail by 6. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Lee. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Wright to the paint. Here's Dosunmu. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds as touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Five to shoot. Right. That's a two-pointer.
And that's the kind of in-your-face defense that's setting the tone for SGA and the rest of this team.
Stolen away. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
The first one falls. Money's checked in for Dosunmu. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22, and Walker throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Buckets. Hits the jumper in space. Buckets got 32 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Back to Caruso. Driving in. It's blocked. Lee outside. Here's Wright. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now Lee. He's got 16. Shoots over Walker. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lee. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins inside the line. It's all in by the Bulls.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
That's a 2 from Lee, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Stolen by Walker. Wiggins surveying the floor. Fast break, Chicago. Wright with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Count that one. 34 points for Buckets.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts. Doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Wiggins. And the shot goes in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Passes it to Money. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Walker. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosunmu comes in for Lee. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Oklahoma City leading by 3. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge. Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Right against Wallace. And it's Wright missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's Wallace. Holmgren trying to get open. Nice shot by Wallace. Wallace has got 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. From deep three-point land, Buckets can't hit. It's Wallace. And the rejection by Embiid. Caruso with the ball. No dice from the high post.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Get out there with money. Then there's lights out. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Lee, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Lee. The Thunder leading by 3. Williams kicks to Caruso. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wallace outside. Williams up on top. Knocked loose. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. And that one is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Bounce pass from Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the jump by Holmgren.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
The pass to Lee. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Chicago foul. Ayo Dosunmu. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Williams.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Williams drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Lee outside. It's over Caruso. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Lee.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Lee against Caruso. And here we go. Holmgren heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
It's taken away by Wallace. Down low, Lee with the steal. Right side, Ball. Out to Lee. Fires the three. Rebound by Wallace.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Dean, here's Money. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Bulls trail by 7. Ball, the pass to Lee. Fades and shoots. Holmgren with the steal. Kicks it to Williams. To the middle. Here's Wallace. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Walker's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Alex Caruso. Dort, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Wallace. Ball against Wiggins. Here's Hartenstein, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Ball's not loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Outside, Walker. Here's Hartenstein, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Money. Buckets comes in for Dosunmu. And it's right in for Ball. Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. Right, left side. And they get it. Pocket 6. They grab their own miss. Can't finish the one-handed jam. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. In the corner, it's Wiggins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wiggins has got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. Here's Lee. From down in the low post, it goes. Lee's got 6 here in this quarter. The Thunder have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lee. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's buckets. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
And here are the Bulls now. Right wing. Now here's Embiid. Got a lot of room. Plays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got it back down to within single digits for the Bulls. Lee against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins.
Williams.
Here's Walker. Pass to Hartenstein. And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. That one falls. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Lee. Walker with some nice D.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
And GA, he is not messing around in this one.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Hartenstein. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Hartenstein.
Bulls trail by 13. Pass to Embiid. Shoots from 14. It's tipped. Here's Walker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Right against Dort. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. Chicago has gone ice-cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
Feeds it to Lee. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Lee's got 14 points here in the second half. Inside. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The inside. Working on Walker. That one drops for him. That's 28 points for lights out.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Bulls trail by 12. Right outside. Out to Lee. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Lee's got 31 points.
Yeah, he can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. The pass to George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Lee.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Embiid. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lee. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Never dialed back. SGA determined on the finish.
Defensive foul. Kevin Lee. Fourth personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your home city, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's up?
Good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
To right, three-pointer, Another three for Chicago.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Lee. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Wright finds Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
For one.
And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 7. Outside Williams. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Lee. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And finished off by Walker.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got 33.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lee. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see the Thunder get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.